Welcome back, everyone, even though it's my first video, to my channel. It is your favorite butch lesbian YouTuber, and I wanted to come on here to express that I think the reasoning behind why Wolala and Yuri are bad, because I see people all the time just saying, "Oh my gosh, real life Yuri," and referring to real lesbian relationships as Wolala. And I think it's just obviously very odd that lesbianism as a whole has boiled down to that. So I wanted to come on here and actually address why it's bad. So firstly, I want to start off by saying that I want to separate them. I want to express why Wolala is bad, and I want to express why Yuri is bad. I want to do Yuri first because Yuri is the more major one. So, from what I understand, Yuri came from a subsection on the internet, specifically derived from manga and books, webtoons mainly, I think, with lesbian couples in them. That's cool, that's great. Because I'm pretty sure also Yuri is I forgot what language, but in some language from Asia, I think it is a term for a lesbian relationship. Yuri? I think. I could be very wrong. I don't know. That's just what I'm getting. Editor note number 1. I want to come in and say that I learned that Yuri did not originate from the internet, actually. It originated from a gay magazine from the 1970s, and the term Yuri was a flower, a lily for lesbians, referring to them. So that's pretty cool. I just meant, Yuri kind of, got popularized by the internet, and it became bad by the internet, kind of like that. As I was saying, yes, it came from just online manga, webtoon, books, etc. with lesbians in it. The reason why this became bad is because those characters, a lot of the time in those comics, those manga, those things, they started to become very over-sexualized, and they did not encapsulate true lesbian relationships, and they did not highlight what it means to be a lesbian. It just kind of just sexualized lesbian relationships, and that can be very problematic. And that's what it started to become, and so that's why people commenting on a lesbian couple's post and saying, "Oh, real life Yuri," is weird, because that is immediately encapsulating that person's relationship and sexualizing it into something you saw online. Lesbians in history went through a lot of very tough shit to get to the place we are today to be respected. And that's why these terms are such an issue. That's where it brings me to Wolala too. Wolala was created around 2023 because of the term lesbian being shadow banned on TikTok and I think other platforms. Yeah, and it's just it started off as a way to kind of beat around the bush because you couldn't say lesbian, so you had to create a different term for it. So that became a term that people used, and that was perfectly fine back then, but then the shadow ban disappeared and you could say lesbian. And then it just kind of stuck around in the lesbian community and in general as a joke for lesbians. And that's okay to a certain point, but then that's a term strongly used for lesbians now, where people will come up to a lesbian and say, "Oh my gosh, are you guys Wolala?" No, we are lesbians. We are defined lesbians. I have a very big issue with it because, again, just like the Yuri issue, it babies I don't know how to explain it. It kind of boxes up the true, like, these people who are making these terms have clearly not learned about history in the LGBTQ sense. I promise you they have not. Like, at all. But yeah, my problem with Wolala specifically is that it started as a joke, but now the joke is referring to lesbians, and it's a term for lesbians. So, a joke is used to define lesbians now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a term for lesbians, but that term is a joke. So, lesbians are a joke now? Like, we're boxed as a joke? It just seems very weird to me. These two terms seem very weird to me. Like, as a lesbian, it's very invalidating. Yes, that's the term I was trying to use. It's very invalidating as a lesbian for, this hasn't happened yet, but me and my girlfriend, I have a fear that me and my girlfriend are going to be out in public and someone's going to come up to me and be like, oh my gosh, real life Yuri! And I know that probably won't happen, like, realistically, but I know that for, like, other lesbians online, that has definitely happened, and I've seen it. I've literally seen it in comment sections of, like, lesbians and their girlfriends and stuff like that. And those same people, I promise you, like, put, like, a butch lesbian in their face, like a he, him, butch lesbian, they're gonna go wild and, like, bully that person. If you're going to joke like that, at least learn about the history first and then get back to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting because I take this stuff very seriously. But I just think it's weird. I think it's very weird and I feel like it's very invalidating. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But. Editor note, I want to throw in that the lavender variety, I forgot what their name is. I think their name is Mousy on Instagram, and generally that's just a creator. Mousy's comic, the lavender variety, is very good and has a great rep on all types of lesbians in the entire lesbian community. I think that comic is amazing.